Hi, it's Lisa Lounsbury here, and I'm here to get you ready for a 14-day Fab Ab challenge to strengthen your core. I've been getting a lot of women asking me how to work their abs to get a flatter belly and a stronger core and maybe get rid of some of that back fat. So I thought, let's pull together a ab challenge and get people motivated and do some social wellness for the good of our tummies, targeting different parts of our abs. So this six-pack area, it's called your rectus abdominis, we'll be attacking that, and down to the lower ab section, especially if you had babies, you might be struggling with some loose flab down here. We're going to be working our obliques that help that waistline, and then we have some transverse abs that make their way from the front to the back, which is where we typically consider it's our core. So we're going to do a lot of different ab exercises to target those areas, and I hope you enjoy it, and we're going to start off with the first day of abs. So have fun, good luck, and I can't wait to hear about all your success stories. Let's get started. When we start any exercise program, and specifically this challenge, I want to make sure that you warm up before you do this. Take a walk around the block or march in the spot right where you're going to start your workout, and make sure you do a few stretches so that we don't hurt ourselves. And drink plenty of water, and of course at the end do some more stretches and a few cool downs. What we're going to do is every day we're going to be challenged to do 3 ab workouts, and we're going to target different areas of your stomach, and as we're doing those particular exercises, I'll highlight what part of your stomach I want you to feel. Now the best way to get the most benefit out of these exercises is to really engage the inside of your abs. We want to target the visceral fat that is closest to our organs. There's subcutaneous fat that's on the outside, and that's the part that we see that actually gets flabby. But the part that we really want to break down and strengthen is the visceral that comes deeper into our body. So I want you to feel like you're contracting your stomach from the inside out. And that's done by pulling the belly button to the spine and contracting your abs and feeling it get really hard as if someone's about to punch you in the stomach. So let's get started. Single leg lifts. Grab a mat or something soft or on your carpet, and I want you to lie down on your back. And I want you to place your hands close to your hips, underneath your hips if you can, to support your back, and raise your legs up to the ceiling. Now you're already pressing your spine to the floor, your belly button to your spine, and you're going to slowly lower one leg to the floor without touching, and then bring it up. And as you come down, you're going to inhale, and you're going to exhale on the way up, and really squeeze that belly as you come up, so it's really getting a good workout. So this is going to be your single leg lifts, and I want you to perform 20 of those, so 10 on each side. And once you've done that, we're going to work on a reverse crunch. This reverse crunch really targets the lower abs. So once again, lie down on your back, legs up to the ceiling, hands down by your hips, and what you're going to do is you're going to bring your legs up towards the ceiling. Your toes are actually reaching for the ceiling, and you're using your lower abs to lift your bum off the floor. And at first, you might not be able to get your bum up very high, but as you progress through this and get more comfortable, you will certainly be able to get a little bit higher. And the longer you do it, the more work is going to be targeted on that lower ab. So for those moms, you're going to really want to do this as often as possible. And then you perform 20 of those as well. And then you're going to wrap things up with a high plank. This is a good core stabilizer. Works all the way around the transverse abs, rectus abdominis, everything around there. So you're going to place your hands right under your shoulders. So you want to stack your shoulders over your hands to have best support, best foundation possible. And then bring yourself up into your toes. Pull the belly to the spine, and make sure you're not sinking your hips down or sticking your bum up in the air. Get a nice flat back, and you're pulling your belly to the spine, and your eyes are on the mat. And you're going to breathe, and you're going to hold this for 20 seconds. And there you have it. Day 1 done. Right, So this is what you're going to do for day 2. We're going to do bicycle crunches with a twist. You're going to lie down. Then you're going to put your hands behind your ears, lift your head and shoulders off the floor, keep some air underneath your neck or your chin, and make sure you have a pretend apple or something under there. And you're going to take one knee in, stretch the other leg out, and you're going to pull the belly to the spine as you extend one leg and then the other leg, and then include a twist to activate and fire up your obliques, opposite elbow to knee. And you're going to do 20 of those. Then you're going to do a full sit-up. This can be done with or without weights. You're going to roll down, and you're going to take a nice deep breath in. And as you slowly roll up, using your rectus abdominis, bringing the arms completely up, full range of motion, and then curling your spine as you slowly roll down to the floor. And you're going to do 20 of these. And if you want to add a little bit of resistance, you can use a weight. This is a 5-pound weight. You can do whatever weight is comfortable for you. Placing your arms in front, rolling up, and taking your arms up to the ceiling, and slowly rolling your spine down to the floor. Make sure you complete the sit-up by returning your head to the floor, rolling back down, and you're going to do 20 of those, and then you're going to wrap it up with a low plank for 20 seconds. And a low plank is on your elbows. Make sure the elbows or the shoulders are right underneath, or sorry, the shoulders are on top of the elbows. Stack it nice and tall. And with your belly to your spine and your back super flat, you're not sinking your hips or sticking out your butt. Holding it nice and flat, gazing at the floor. Make sure there's no arching in your back, and you're going to hold for 20 seconds. And there you have it, day 2. Okay, for day 3, we're going to do scissor kicks first. On the back. Hands down by your hips. Make sure the belly is pulling towards the spine, and the spine is pushing towards the floor. And your scissor kicks, so you're going to lower your legs just about halfway down, and you're going to, pulling the belly to the spine, do your scissor kicks for 20. Then you're going to move into a boat pose with a twist. You're going to be sitting back on your tailbone, engaging your core and lifting your legs. You can either keep them touching on the floor, lift them here, wherever you're comfortable. And you're going to place your hands together and twist from side to side using your obliques and your rectus abdominis. Now if you want to challenge yourself, again, you could use your weight, whatever weight you're comfortable with, and perform 20 twists. Make sure you continue to breathe. And then you wrap it up with another form of a plank. This is a plank lean. So you're on your elbows, getting the nice technique, the nice posture. And what you're going to do is you're going to lean forward, pushing your toes or your heels forward and back, and forward and back. Bringing the stomach to the spine, and you're going to lean and back for 20. Now remember, if the amount that we're asking you to do is too much for the first few days, absolutely tone it down and do maybe half, and then slowly build it up to get to those 20. There you have it. Day 3 is done. Here we are, day 4. We're going to do some mountain climbers. So you start off in a plank position, lifting one leg up, and you're going to reach for the opposite knee, and then you switch, opposite knee, switch, making sure your back is nice and strong, and switch. That's your mountain climber. You're going to do 20 of those. Onto a side plank with a hip dip. So you're going to rest on your elbow, and again, make sure the shoulder is stacked up over the elbow, and you're going to lift up your hips. Stack your feet on top of the other. Keep your hand on the mat if you like, or you can have it on your hip. And I want you to lift your hips up and down, and up and down, and you're going to feel your oblique do lots of work here. And then of course you're going to change sides. Same thing, have the elbow right under the shoulder, stack your feet up and hold. You can have your hands wherever you like, and hip, up, working that side oblique. And you're going to finish this one up with a three-legged plank, a three-legged high plank. So you get up on your hands in your plank position, and you're going to lift one foot off the floor and hold for a few seconds and place it down. And change legs, lift it up and place it down. And reverse as you pull your stomach to your spine, working the core, and you'll also feel it in your arms. And there you have it, another day's done. Day 5, we're going to do tuck crunches now to work that rectus abdominis. Lying on your back, you're going to tuck your knees into your chest. And you're going to lift your head and shoulders up and place your hands so they're reaching for your feet. And you're going to pull your shoulders and your chest towards your knees using your rectus abdominis. And you're going to hold and really contract and really feel it working. And hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax. And bring it up, 2, 3, breathe in and relax, and up, 2, 3, you can do 20 of those. Then to get the obliques fired up, you're going to place your hands onto one side, reaching for your feet, so we're on the right side. You're going to feel your right oblique doing the work, and you're going to hold, lifting the shoulders off the floor for 3, 2, 1, and down, and then change sides for 3, 2, 1, and down, and then switch till you've completed 20. I'm going to finish it up with planks with a knee tap. So it's a low plank. And you engage the core as you drop your knees down and up and down and up and down. And do that for 20. And then you've completed yet another day of ab challenges. All right, this group of ab exercises, you're actually going to perform standing up, which means you can actually do this anywhere you like. And it's a typical knee up, but the more you engage your core, the more you're going to get a good workout. So all you're going to do is bring your arms out to the side, and you're going to lift your knee up and up as you pull the belly to the spine. Then you're going to add an elbow to the knee. Make sure that upper body doesn't round too much. You want your leg to come up for you using your ab muscles. So use your belly muscles to bring the stomach or bring the knees up to the elbows. And you can perform 20 of those. Good for the rectus abdominis. Now we're going to work the obliques and a little bit of the transverse ab. Standing with your feet planted firmly on the floor. And what you're going to do is you're going to slightly dip to the side and come on up. Now this appears to be quite easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to add some weights. And for this, I'm going to use a 10-pounder. If you don't have weights, you can find something that adds a little bit of resistance. So what you're going to do is stand firmly up, shoulder blades back, stomach to the spine, and you're going to tilt to the side and come on up. And you're going to start to feel that oblique doing the work. So you're going to do 10 with one side, and then you're going to change sides, and you're going to lean away from the working oblique towards the weight, and you're going to perform 10 of those. And then finally, you're going to wrap it up with one of my favorite exercises. And you stand a little bit wider. This really works that waistline for you. And you're going to hold an imaginary ball. Soften your knees. Make sure your pelvis is straight up and down. And you have to hold your hips super, super tight. Because we're going to be moving just the upper body. And what you're going to do is pretend you're holding something, and you're going to twist, and you're going to be really working those obliques. As soon as you start using your lower body, then you stop using your obliques. So I want you to hold the belly to the spine and push, 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 push. If you have something that you can hang on to, that might help. I often use a stability ball, and I just happen to have some. So if you have a stability ball, this is when you would hold it tight like this, And then you would rock it from side to side, holding the lower torso and the lower legs very still. And you can do 20 of those, and you're going to begin to feel it in your arms and in your abs. But remember, you don't need a ball, you just need the resistance, your human resistance. So there you have it. Okay, here we are for another day of challenges. We're going to start with knee lifts. This also works your back. So you're going to place your hand with your fingers pointing towards your butt, and this is a bit of a bridge, getting ready for a bridge pose, but you're going to keep your tailbone on the floor. You're going to engage your core once again, and it's just a stretch, and it's a little bit of a lean back, but you don't want to arch your back at any time, so you really want to pull your stomach to the spine. And you exhale as you come in. Breathe in, exhale, breathe in, and try and return to a nice tall position. You're going to do 10 of those. Then we're going to do a downward dog to a plank. So you're going to start in the downward dog and get up into that downward dog very gently. Don't stretch your knees right away. Give it a few seconds. Just stretch out a bit and have a nice solid downward dog. And what you're going to do is you're going to come down into your plank and then pull back, downward dog. Breathing in and exhale back. Breathing in. Make sure you stop when your shoulders are stacked over your hands and your wrists, and back to your downward dog. And you're going to do that for 10. Do a plank that goes from a low plank to a high plank. So we'll start in high plank. This really works the upper body as well. So get your body in a nice solid plank, and you're going to walk down to your elbows, one elbow at a time. So right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, left elbow. Then the left elbow, right elbow, left elbow, right elbow. And then you continue. Now what I've done is given you a demonstration of the first 7 days of this 14-day challenge. So this is just a reference guide. So follow your chart and check off what you've accomplished. Now remember, if you're not able to accomplish everything at once, don't worry about it. We actually have 29 days to do these 14-day challenge. So you can either take 14 days or you can take 29 days to get it done. Or you can repeat it over and over again. It's clearly up to you. It's your challenge. It's for you to have fun. It's for you to strengthen your core and feel more confident about yourself. The one thing I want to make sure you caution on is always warm up and always cool down and drink your water. Now when you work your abs, you really want to give it a little bit of a stretch. So here's an example of one of the stretches you can do after you've done your ab workout. And starting on your elbows. And all I want you to do is just take the energy up out of your arms, up out of your elbows, and all you're going to do is relax. Relax your glute, try not to squeeze your butt muscles, and just let your stomach feel a nice gentle stretch. And your head is in line with your spine. And you're going to just hold that for a few breaths. It's the Sphinx pose. Then you can go into a cobra pose if you like. Your shoulder blades back, and just give yourself a gentle stretch, making sure the shoulders are back and down. Head in line with your spine, and then come on down and use your abs and your arms to come up to a child's pose and relax and stretch it out. So I hope you enjoy this challenge. This is actually the first time I've attempted this, so I hope we get as many followers as possible. Feel free to share this. I would really love to hear how you're doing. Refer back to this video as often as you like. Send me messages. You can ask me questions about the challenge or even suggestions if we need to change things up. We can certainly pull something together and put that on the Facebook page. So I can't wait to hear your great stories and enjoy this ab challenge.